Alright, yo, what's going everyone? It's Xerox here. Welcome back to another Beastworm Simulator video, and in this one, I'll be going through the ultimate mid-game guide for all of you mid-game players. So I know a lot of my viewers are in the mid-game stage of Beastworm, and by mid-game, I mean you're around the porcelain tools. You probably own both the porcelain dipper and the porcelain backpack. So that is what I define mid-game. But basically in this video, I'll be telling you guys all the mistakes I made when I was mid-game and some extra tips that will help you get through mid-game a lot faster. And these tips don't work just for mid-game, they work for basically any stage of Beastworm. So if you're early game or end game too, this video will definitely help you a lot. So if this video does help you out, make sure you drop a like and sub post notifications on. It really does help support the channel. And yeah, let's get right into it. So this is the easiest tip I can probably tell you guys, is organize your quests, or like organize the order in which you do your quests. So I know a lot of people go for like the brown bear quest for like the mythic egg, or like just AFK commando chick for like the mythic egg too. But I just want to say, please don't do that. It's a massive waste of time, and you could be getting a lot more mythic beasts than going for that one mythic egg. If you're on that mid-game stage, you probably still haven't completed the black bear mythic egg questline, so make sure you go ahead and complete the black bear mythic egg questline. It's not that hard to complete. It might take you some time, but trust me, it doesn't really take that long. So just prioritize the black bear questline. Then you have the Mother Bear. Mother Bear is probably the best bear in the game just because of how easy her quests are to do in the background. So you don't have to like grind specific fields to do your quests. Her quests are very nice to do in the background, and she does teach you a lot about leveling up bees. So I'd say you shouldn't prioritize doing her quests. Just do her quests in the background. And I know a lot of people, including myself, made the mistake of just spending all the honey that I made on treats just to complete Mother Bear's quests. But that is not what you should be doing. You should not be spending your honey on treats. It is very useful to level up your hive, but I'd say don't prioritize doing it for her quests. Just do it for when you feel like you need to level up your hive to the next level. I did it recently, spent around like 15 or like 10 trillion honey to get my hive to level 17, so you know, leveling up bees, it's kind of important. If you guys didn't know, Spirit Bear has 30 quests, and then for every 10 quests that you complete, you get a Spirit Petal. Spirit Petals are used for 3 things. One is donating it to the Wind Shrine for the Windy Bee, or to have a chance to get the Windy Bee when donating Cloud Vials. And the other 2 are used for crafting, to craft the Petal Wand and the Petal Belt, which are the best tool and belt in the game. So the biggest mistake I see people making is using your Spirit Petals in the wrong order. I just want to say this is my opinion, but this is probably the most common thing people do, and like all the pros did it. So the first thing you should do with your Spirit Petal is probably buy the Petal Wand. I know some people think that they should just get the Petal Belt because it's like the most expensive and best thing in the game, but first of all, it is very expensive to craft at a mid-game stage, and then it does cost a lot of honey, and then in time you spend grinding all that honey and all the resources, you probably could have gotten the second Spirit Petal with the Petal Wand. So just buy the Petal Wand. It is very cheap, trust me. It's like so cheap, it might seem expensive too at a mid-game stage, but later on in the game, it is so cheap, and then it's so good because it's still the best tool in the game, so make sure you cop that before Anna adds new tools and the Petal Wand becomes outdated. So the thing you should do with your second Spirit Petal is donating it to the Wind Shrine for a chance to get the Windy Bee when you donate Cloud Vials to the Wind Shrine. If you guys didn't know, Cloud Vials are something you get for killing the Windy Bee. So after you donate your Spirit Petal to the Wind Shrine, you have a chance to get the Windy Bee. I think it's like based off your favor or something. But overall, at a mid-game stage, you're probably not going to have much use for Cloud Vials, as you're not boosting a lot, and then they're pretty useless for casual grinding. It just fills up your bag a lot more. So using your Cloud Vials to get a Windy Bee is very useful, because one of the best bees in the game, if not the best, just because it gives you 15% instant white conversion if gifted, then times 2 boost from clouds, so that's like 50% extra pollen, and then it is the only bee in the game that gives you white boost tokens. So instantly, this bee is like one of the best bees in the game, so just get that as soon as possible. Trust me, it will help you a lot with your future quests and grinding. So this next mistake I see a lot of early game players making, so before they get like the porcelain tools, around that time you complete the Mother Bear questline, so you get the first start sheet, and then I see a lot of people using that first start sheet on their basic bee. I do have to say it is a massive waste to use your star treats on bees that can be gifted through fruits or through like hatching eggs and stuff. So the basic bee it's pretty easy to get from just hatching basic eggs. It will take you around 2 billion honey, but that's not that much, especially if you like macro during day or something. So just please don't use your star treat on your basic bee, just use it on one of your event bees, preferably the photon bee for the 5% instant conversion, or some other bees, whichever one you prefer to get first. But just please don't use it on your basic bee, you'll regret it in the future, and unfortunately that's what I did. But you know, now I moved on from mistakes, and hopefully I'll prevent you guys from making that same mistake. So this next mistake I see a lot of people making, it is basically when they prioritize the wrong thing inside the game. So I think at the start of the video I mentioned how I see a lot of people like doing the quests in the wrong order. So one of the things that I meant by this is like prioritizing the wrong bear's quest lines. So every bear has very useful quests and then very useful rewards, and some people may want to go for those rewards like the brown bear's mythic egg, which you get at 100 quests, but I do have to say it is very hard to get, so just don't do that quest until you're like endgame, because those quests will be so much easier to do and you're gonna be glad you didn't waste all that time just grinding those quests for just one mythic bee. And then the next thing, I see a lot of people doing the commando trick for the mythic egg. So once again, the mythic egg is very good, and then you get the 100 tickets for I think the 25 commando trick kills, but it is not what you should be prioritizing. The commando trick is very hard to kill, especially for like a mid-game player, and I'll assume mid-game players have like level 12 or like 11 to level 12 hives, so it is very hard to kill at a mid-game stage. So just please don't prioritize the commando trick over other bears, like other quest lines. So this next mistake involves two different things, but I'll start off with the star jelly. So I see a lot of people using all of their star jelly on your hive, and I do want to say it is very useful to use star jelly on your hive when you first start out the game, but I'd say after you get around 15 or 20 gifted bees, you should not be using your star jelly on your hive. One reason is you're most likely going to get a dupe which is completely useless. It's like a normal bee, and the buffs don't even stack up, so that is why you should not be using your star jelly. And then the second thing is, it's the only way you can get star jelly at a mid-game stage is from the coconut crab or from crafting. Those two are the easiest ways to get star jelly, and I'd say please don't craft star jelly for your hive. It's like such a massive waste of resources like glitter, moon charms, stuff like that. So just save your glitter and stuff like that for the gummy mask, it's gonna be very useful later on. Then gifted eggs, just save all your eggs for later on in the game. It's gonna be very useful for boosting. I've seen a lot of people just get any egg and instantly using it on their hive, so please don't be like those people. It's very cringe and very wasteful. And then amulets. I know people at a mid-game stage have a decent idea of how amulets work. So there are a bunch of different amulets. You have the ant amulet, you have the star amulet, king beetle amulet, you have the moon amulet, the stick bug amulet over here. And yeah, so amulets are very useful, and then I just want to give the tip for any mid-game player: don't go for insane amulets, or like don't use your resources for good amulets. It might seem like the thing you should be doing, but you should not. I see a lot of people like using their stingers for like a better ant runs or like better stick bug runs. Just get any single amulet that you can possibly get. It is so much better than spending all your stingers and stuff on amulets. So just get any stick bug amulet. You'll probably just get a bronze or something. Just replace. It's very useful. It gives you extra capacity and then some extra buffs, usually like pollen or bomb pollen. And then about amulets, it is very easy to get a good amulet. All you need is around 150 ant score. I think my ant score is around like 370, around there. Yeah, 375. But the most need for a somewhat decent amulet is around 150 ants killed, and then that's pretty easy to get even at a mid-game stage. You just need a decently leveled hive, and then some decent movement so you don't die to the ants or like the fire trails from the fire ants. And yeah, that's all you need for a good ant amulet, and then that amulet should last you for some time until you get to like an endgame stage. And then this next thing, it's so easy to do. So just join those Discord servers. If you have Discord, just join those Discord servers where they like do meteor showers or they ping for vicious bees. It's so useful, it's so easy, and then you just get a bunch of like meteors, you get a bunch of stingers. It's so good. So I will leave one of the servers down below, so if you want to join a server where they ping for vicious bees, if there's like a vicious bee spike in the field, or when they ping for like meteor showers, if someone's gonna share a meteor shower. If you want to join a server like that, just click the link in the description. Then my server also has that, so you know, if you want to join my server, it's also gonna be the first link in the description, so I know, just join my server, it's pretty cool. But yeah, so I did go through a lot of tips that I wanted to go through, so hopefully this video did help you guys out. Basically, these are all the tips that I could possibly give, so just another thing I didn't mention, just get like all your daily items like glue, royal jelly, it's kind of useful. Just do your mob runs, do your memory matches, they're pretty cheap, and then they give you a bunch of good stuff. Then watch my video on macroing. If you do not know how to macro, please macro, it's like insane. Macroing answers every like single problem like ever. How to solve global warming, macro. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, just please macro, and then, so if you guys did end up enjoying this video, just drop a like and post notice on. Does help out my channel a lot, and once again, join my Discord, it's the first link in the description. And follow my Twitter, I'm like pretty active on there, I talk some stuff on there. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, let me get some tickets, how much is that? It's 1 ticket, bro. I got scammed.